Hey YouTube, it's your girl Miss Brown Sugar Creations coming at you with another review video. So no tutorial, but it is a review video of some products that I recently purchased. Just thought I would share with you guys, and hopefully it helps someone who's looking for some of these category elements for makeup. So I will get started. My first big purchase, which I was really excited about, was my purchase of brushes, Sigma Cosmetic brushes. And I heard a lot of things about it. It's been around for forever, but I've never gotten around to actually purchasing them. They are slightly on the expensive side. So this was the time that was available for me to do it, and so I did. So I actually purchased their premium professional kit. It's 15 brushes total, and it ranges from eyes to face. So a really good range of brushes overall, but what I was most impressed was, number one, the shipping. It didn't take 3 weeks to get it. I got it pretty fast, and then the fact that it actually comes very premiumly wrapped. So it comes in a case like this. It's a really professional case, especially when you're doing multiple faces or you have to travel. I think this is, by far easy to have a set all in one case. So it actually comes with a pamphlet that kind of goes over all of the brushes that's going to come in your kit. So it's a great tool to have if you need a reference. I actually plan on posting this on my mirror that's in front of me, just because I think it's easier just to kind of know what brush is what. And then when you open it, it's just nicely placed. I mean, it's a really good case. I mean, they come packaged already in the case, but they also put plastic around them, so very sanitary. I mean, it's gonna touch your face. And what I was most impressed with was like the touch of the brushes. Like, they're very, very soft. I can pull out one right now just so I can show you. So this is the dual fiber brush. It's a powder blush brush that comes with the kit. So you can see, like, the handle, I think, is long enough for you to be able to apply your makeup the way that you need to without it being too short. But it's so soft. Like, this is probably the softest brush I've ever purchased in my life. So all of them pretty much feel the same way, as like respected. So I mean, if it needs to be a little bit like, stiffer, it's definitely going to be that. But this is just very soft, and I really feel good about doing someone else's makeup with this brush without irritating their face. So if that's what you're looking for, if you have not, or if you have been on the fence like I was, I would say get off the fence and get online and order you a set of Sigma brushes. In addition, there was a kabuki brush that I wanted from Sigma that did not come in the case, so I had to purchase it separately, but I really wasn't mad at that. So it's just really good to have. Again, very soft, and will probably do wonders with my application. So, you can do the necessary steps, but if you don't have the right brushes, it's not going to apply right. So, definitely, I'm excited about that. I wasn't really angry that I had to pay for it. So, that was like my big purchase that I was really enthused about. My other purchase is from NYX. So I converse with a lot of MUAs just to learn things, because you can always learn anything from anybody. And while I love Urban Decay primer and I have my skin flushed base for my eyes, it still wasn't giving me that pop that I really wanted. So she recommended that I use a white base. So I went on the hunt literally 3 weeks for a white base, in particular NYX. It was sold out everywhere. It was sold out at Target. It was sold out at Ulta. Like, it was sold out everywhere that I could drive to in the Chicagoland area. So I decided I'm just going to order it offline. So I actually was able to get a couple of other good things that were pretty cheap from the website. So I'm kind of glad that I had to go that route. But this is, if you have not seen, the white base. And so even with this look that I have on now, and the picture that you'll see before this, hopefully you'll get a sense of like how pigmented this really looks. I actually applied this. I used it. I tried it, and it really works. So in case you're wondering, I just used my Urban Decay Eye Potion Primer, which I will never get rid of. And then after that kind of settled in, I applied this, and I kind of let it settle in too, just because it is very creamy. So even, I don't know if you can really get the gist of it, but it's just a very creamy base. So I let it dry a little bit, and then I applied my eyeshadow, and it worked wonders. Like, I love the way that it came out. So if that is something that you're challenged with, I would definitely go hop online or go to your nearest Target and pick this up. Do not get the pearl white, get a white. Like, the pearl white has kind of like a, you know, like multicolored like covering over it. This is pure white, and so that's what you're gonna get, is pure color. In addition, or along those lines, this is so old, so I'm pretty sure that everybody probably knows this, but I also sprayed my brush before I applied my eyeshadow with the MAC Fix Plus. So I know that it can be used as a refreshener. I like it because you can cover your eyeshadow brush when you apply it and kind of damp it, and it makes the color come up like no other. So that paired with like the white and the primer, like awesome. Like, the results, I wish I could just like show you guys what it looks like in real person. I don't think the light is doing it justice of like how pigmented my eyeshadow really is at this moment. So if that's what you're looking for, I definitely recommend all three of these things, and they're fairly priced, so it's not like you have to spend a fortune. The other thing that I purchased from Sigma Cosmetics, which I forgot to mention, I don't know how, is their Sigma Spa brush cleaning glove. So this is really awesome. I watched a video on this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it was just great because I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but when I wash my brushes, like my deep cleans, like it takes me forever because there's always new foundation liquids coming out of my brushes, and so I never feel like they're thoroughly clean, but you can't over clean them. So I thought that I would try this. So basically it's double-sided, and it has instructions on how to clean your brush just with this mitten. So on the front, this is the face side, you would wash here, and then you would rinse it, like rinse your brush here, and then you would refine it kind of like on the small part, and then right here in between you would reshape it. So it's very like intuitive, like, you know, there's no tricks of the trade. It's just very simple, very easy, and it guarantees to clean your brushes thoroughly. So if you are looking for something to clean your brushes, I would recommend this. I am going to test it on my foundation brush because that is the worst to try to clean. And if I have any hiccups with this, I'll definitely let you guys know. But for the most part, I've heard nothing but great things about this. And then lastly, I took a trip to Ulta yesterday, and the young lady that was there mentioned that they were getting rid of all of their Iman cosmetics. I have no idea why they are doing it. I don't know if sales are down or if Iman is going to revamp her line, but if you are in the market for, you know, makeup, or if you love Iman, I would highly suggest you go to Ulta and try to purchase anything that's left. In Chicago, at least, it was about 75% off, so I was able to get this oil blotting pressing powder for $4 along with this bronzer for $4. You cannot beat that. Normally you would pay $16 for both, and I think I'm being generous, a couple of dollars. So if this is something that you're interested in, just wanted to get that out there, that you could purchase it there. And then lastly, I actually went to the Met counter, which was something that I probably shouldn't have done. I spent a lot of money, and I purchased a ton of makeups. Not ton, but 4. So the first one that I picked up was Ruby Woo, which is pretty well known. I have a ton of reds. Never tried this one because I felt like they're all the same, but really they're not. This is very seductive, very first date-ish, you know, very sexy. So if you're looking for a red, I would definitely recommend that. I also purchased Heroin, which is like a purple, and I actually used this color with the other color that I'm going to show you, which is called, not that one, Cyber, which is another hidden gem that I knew nothing of. And I actually mixed them together to make what I have on my lips now. So I didn't want to go too dark. I didn't think this purple really matched, but when I combined them together, it was absolutely awesome. Like, I love this combination, so I'll probably use it again, but they're both like very hot colors. You can wear them, I think, in any type of season, so just something to consider when you go to your nearest makeup counter. And then the one that I fell in love with, Flat Out Fabulous. I have been looking for a raspberry colored lipstick for the longest that will fit my complexion the correct way, and this alone, without mixing it with anything else, to me was perfect. So if you are too looking for something like this, I would say go to the MAC counter and purchase this, and it sells out pretty fast. She actually found this by the grace of God. So if you really do want it, you really should go get it. Again, it is called Flat Out Fabulous. I always say Flat Out Right Fabulous, so I wanted to get it right. So really, really cool, good lipsticks. I'm loving lipsticks. I used to be a gloss girl, but lipstick is just more, you know, feminine and, you know, sexy, and it stays on longer. And so lastly, just wanted to share the good news that YouTube celebrity makeup artist sensation Beat Face Honey and Rennie will actually be coming to Chicago on April 5th and 6th. I missed the first call. I could not get my ticket. I was so disappointed, but they were so gracious enough to add a second class, and I was able to get in, so I am so excited. So I'm really looking forward to learning a lot from them and meeting them, because their stories are very inspirational, and just knowing where they've come from and how they've grown in such a short amount of time. It's, you know, it's amazing what has happened with their life. So I will be there. I will definitely do a YouTube check-in to make sure you guys know what happened and how awesome they really were. And then lastly, to prep myself for this class, I actually purchased one of their t-shirts. So it's Beat Face, and it has the definition of what Beat Face means. So I think it was rather appropriate. So I was very excited to receive all of these things back to back. Every package, every order that I put into the online orders that I have. And I'm not an online person, but I thought these were really, really good things. So coming up, just continue to follow me, subscribe below, like this if you saw something that you really enjoyed. If you have any requests, also comment on that below, and stay tuned, because you never know when a contest just might come up on this page.